ready to flow. Let's dive deep with Pisces Tarot.
Your business is my business. I see every ache, every kiss, the push, the pull, the silent cries. I'm exposing all the lies, revealing the hidden truth. With me, you have the proof. Your business is my business. True. Welcome to Pisces Tarot. True.
Good evening, good evening, good evening. Hey, 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 welcome, welcome, welcome. Welcome to Pisces Tarot. I am your host. I am Mimi Lightseer, and over here at Pisces Tarot, your business is my business, and ooh, child. We are going to get into somebody's business today with this relationship reality. This is a live interactive space created to inform and empower you. Okay, here the truth is revealed, illusions are brought to light, and you are supported in making conscious choices and decisions as it concerns you and your person. Most importantly, we get into the real dynamics of what's going on. Now, through the art of storytelling, I will be drawing and not only intuitive. I'm sorry if y'all hear my dog in the background. I'll not only be doing a intuitive, psychic, and tarot card reading, but I would do all these things to explore the energy, the patterns, the shaping connection between you and I'm getting all up in your business. Okay. So whether you are navigating love or questioning intentions, standing at a crossroads, this space is designed for you to get the clarity, the context, and the direction that you can use. Okay. This is a collective reading. It may not resonate with your current relationship, a past relationship, or any type of dynamic. It doesn't matter. Take what resonates with you and leave the rest. Okay. That is what's most important. Take what matters to you and leave the rest. Okay. Now, if you guys are ready to get into this, let's set the tone. I want you guys to go ahead and drop the stars in the chat. Drop the stars in the chat, the stars in the chat, because child, I am telling you, we taking 3 deep breaths and holding it for 4 seconds and releasing. Okay. We are going to inhale first, light and clarity, and exhale doubt and distractions. All right, here we go. Next, we're going to inhale joy and freedom and exhale sadness and captivity. Lastly, we're going to inhale truth and wisdom and exhale deception and fear. Ooh, that always feels so good. Listen, Linda, listen, okay? When I tell you my sound is off, oh, it came back. Okay, okay. That's interesting. All right. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. All right, guys. So as we get started with this, okay, keep in mind, all right, that this is a sacred place. Okay. Spirit can come for your edges at any given time, and it does get a little spicy. Just know ain't nobody around here judging you. This is a soul family reunion. Listen, we all been full of love, and today just may be your turn. The purpose of today's discussion is to draw awareness to the situation that you're dealing with and not to judge. Okay. So we ain't judging you. But if you're ready to get into this and see what spirit is cooking up, I want you to go ahead and drop the cooking emoji, cooking emoji, cooking emoji. Because, baby, it is time for us to get into this reading. All right, here we go. Now, before I dive into any reading, okay, I always take time to sit and tap in with spirit to see what comes through. All right. And sometimes it's a message from a dream or a vision or even a song that I just cannot get out of my head. And today, spirit dropped this on me, y'all, out of nowhere. Okay. I started to hear literally this man screaming in my ear, "We're all alone, all alone." Okay. Now, I don't know if you know what I'm talking about. All right. But this is a record from 1996 by the group Drew Hill. And that man that was screaming in my ears, name is Cisco. Okay. But what I want to draw your attention to most is this. If I pray to myself, maybe God above will hear me. And if it is in his will, then he'll send you right back to me. I'll hold my feelings inside that you won't see me cry. I hope it's all in my mind because I'm scared. I'm going to chill to myself, leave the stress of the world from inside of me. I'm going to walk all alone and leave my troubles behind me. That's what I am going to do in this life. I'm going to make it through. I am just going to chill to myself. Y'all, I said, what in the world is this? Now, y'all laughing and y'all all engaged and everything, but I'm telling you, I was literally sitting here minding my own business. And I just hear this man screaming to me, "All alone, all alone." What? What? So if y'all ready to get into it and find out more about who is this, who is grieving, who is dealing with the things that they're dealing with, if y'all ready to get into this, I want you to go ahead and put the magnifying glass in the chat. Put the magnifying glass in the chat. Look, I might need to even bring my magnifying glass. Because listen, I want to know who is out there doing this mess. Okay, who is over here miserable and in agony and in grief? K Bella say, "Oh, I know how these songs hit because they always have me." I'm trying to tell you. Like, I'm like, what in the world is going on here that you over here screaming in my ear like this? So if y'all ready to get into it, here we go, y'all. Let's go. Now, I will tell you this, okay? And listen, okay? It is time for me to check the undercurrent of today's overall reading, okay? As I was processing that song screaming in my ear, I began to feel a great sense of remorse and a great sense of sorrow. Okay. Somebody is missing somebody. All right. And this has kind of like been going on in the collective, if I'm being totally honest. It's a lot going on in the collective, but the last couple of readings has been sounding like this shift is here. Okay. Which is very interesting because looking at the energy and the planetary alignments right now, we have not only, God bless the baby that's born today. We have the sun and the moon, Mercury, Venus, and Mars, all in Capricorn or Virgo. It is all earth energy, y'all. So the child that's born today is going to be very stubborn. I'm just going to tell you that right now. You might as well hang that up, parents. Very stubborn, okay? So today's overall energy is sacred reverence, okay? And howbeit, y'all, Howbeit, we have the earth sign here, okay? I would not be surprised if the person that we end up reading on is an earth sign and or has earth placements, okay? We also have the key here with the lights here. So this was very sacred. This could be a twin flame connection or I almost said divine soulmates, but all soulmates are kind of like divine, right? But there is a predestined connection that is here that we're talking about. And one person took away their heart from this other person. The other person has the key, okay? And this is about illumination, awareness, compassion. The other person that we're talking about could also be a air sign or have air placements. But generally speaking, when I look at this, the person who is all alone had to go have a wake-up call. Okay, they had to go have a wake-up call. All right, so they needed to go and get some wisdom, get some intellect, come up with a plan of action because they was out here playing games. And I'm gonna be honest with you, they didn't think that this was going to impact them the way that this has impacted them. More importantly, they did not expect for the outcome to be what it is. All right, so what's the truth for our journey? Let's see. What's the truth for our spirit? What does this person or people need to know right now for their journey? All right. Worry. I am learning that worry doesn't change an outcome. Okay? Worry. I am learning that worrying does not change the outcome. Okay? So the person that's involved in this has definitely, as I mentioned, taken time to sit back and to reflect and to assess and to process the things that they have been going through. This has not been an easy transaction for them, okay? The transition that is here, I'll be honest, it feels to me like it caught this person off guard. I think they thought that the other person was bluffing, okay? As I said that, I started to get a cold sensation down in my legs and feet. So where I'm coming up with this is that it is very likely and highly possible that this person kind of like had cold feet and wasn't putting their all. They weren't really invested. Okay, they weren't really invested the way they should have been invested. Who's that said, oh God? Yeah. They weren't really invested the way that they should have been invested. And that's part of the reason why they're over here talking about I'm all alone. Because the first thing I said to you guys was, if I pray to myself, maybe God above will hear me. And if it is in his will, then he will send you right back. So this is telling me that this person knows that they have done something wrong. They know that they have fumbled. And now they're like, any day now, can you call my number, please, God, so I can get my blessing? Guides of the hidden realms. Oh, that came flying out. Okay. This is about a full moon eclipse. Now, let me tell you something. When we started out this year, we were coming into the first supermoon of the year. It was the wolf moon. Okay. That was the closest the moon has been in since 1912. Okay, so it is interesting because the official full moon was back on the 3rd or the 4th, if I remember correctly. But what I want to draw your attention to is with this full moon eclipse, okay, this is about removing eternal obstacles, confronting self-identity and intensity. Okay, so they probably were dealing with a lot of emotions, y'all. A lot of emotions, okay? And y'all probably saying to me, well, where'd you get that from, Mimi? Because the sun represents your ego. The moon represents your emotions, okay? So when we talk about this particular person, which is also why we have the worry card here, okay? They have been processing all of their thoughts, feelings, and emotions, trying to recollect themselves, trying to regather themselves, I guess, trying to make sense of everything, doing the internal work, doing the shadow work, doing the reflection that they needed. And I'm going to be honest with you, the holidays was really a point of contention for them because they thought that they were going to be okay until they wasn't. And when they sat back and they started to reflect, they felt stupid. Okay? They felt dumb. All right? They felt dumb. So how is this showing up in their lives, Spirit? How? Okay. Ascension tension. Okay? Ascension tension. They thought that they were prepared for this exercise. They thought that they was going to be able to stall you out. Y'all know how it is when y'all break up and y'all make up and y'all break up again. Well, they literally thought that this was just going to be one of your little schemes of being pissy. Okay? They thought that you were going to get over it. And they said, all right, I'm going to give you a couple of minutes to figure out yourself. Okay, I'm going to let you have your moment, have your space, have your attitude, whatever.
$2,000 later.
Shut up! That is so stupid.
All right, y'all. So, whose business are we about to get into today? What is going on with these people in this relationship war? What is the first clue, Spirit? What is the first clue? Guardian. Okay. A loved one watches over you. Now, if you will recall in the beginning of this reading, I talked about the sacredness, and I probably did not say about, well, I talked about the spiritual connection, right? The divine connection. So I will put the guardian with that, because typically when something is so sacred and protected, it is surrounded with angels. Okay. So there's a strong angel presence here. You may feel that. It may be a relative. It can be your guardian angels. It could be your spirit guides, whatever you want to call them. Okay. You got somebody upstairs looking out for you right now. All right. You got somebody upstairs. Now, what is the T, Spirit? Interesting. So the card ego, hurt ego, ego in the way of relationship. This was flipped up facing me. Okay. So I'm going to take this because I feel like that was spirit wanting me to see that. So we have the ego card here. We also have looking you up, researching you, studying you, getting information on you. So this person could probably be studying your social media. I wouldn't be surprised if they have been spying and stalking you, trying to figure out what's been going on with you. Because again, they did not expect for this to go long term. They thought this was going to be one of your little moods. Well, the lie detector to the test determined that that was a lie. Okay, you were standing on business, and they were not ready. Okay, they were not ready. Numbing, self-medication, addictions, irrational behavior. Okay, I wouldn't be surprised if this person is doing a little bit of this, a little bit of that. Okay, trying to process. Remember what this man said in the song. Okay, remember what he said in the song. He said, I'm just going to chill and be by myself. I'm just going to chill and be by myself. I'm not going to hang out with nobody else. I ain't going to do nothing else. I'm just going to chill and be by myself. So when you think about that, what do people do when they isolate? Okay, very rarely do people have the capability of being alone and not overindulging in alcohol, recreational narcotics, sleeping around with different people, like different coping mechanisms. Okay. What else? When we look into the broken mirror, what do we see? When we look into the broken mirror, what do we see? Okay, we got two cards that came flying out. One, reconciliation, which is harmony, resolving issues, and getting back together. Okay, y'all believe me now? We also have here Netflix and chill, sneaking around, friends with benefits, spending time with someone else. Didn't I tell you this person has been looking at your socials, trying to figure out what you're doing, trying to figure out how you moving? They did not believe that you were ready to stand on business. They didn't think that that was going to happen like that. So here we are, and you up here dealing like who, what? When I tell you, the person who is the main character in this.
Goodbye.
Seriously. Seriously. All right. Now, what lies beneath all of this? What lies beneath all of this? Uh-oh. I'm over here dropping cards. What lies beneath all of this? Okay. Two cards just fell out. We have watching ish go down, enjoying the gossip. Okay. So somebody is enjoying this, if I must say. All right. Somebody is definitely enjoying this. Then we also got bank failure. So somebody may be having some money problems right now. I mean, this is not unlikely. There are a lot of things going on in the economic space as it pertains to people having jobs and losing jobs and things like this. So this person could be having some disruption, which we already have here, with their finances in addition to their relationship. Okay. And it's interesting how that works as well, because sometimes when people's attention is neutralized to where they have to focus on something else, that could be also what prompted them to really sit back and reflect on what they've been doing and how they've been treating you.
What the fuck was that?
All right, what's the true emotion here? What is the true emotion here? What is the true emotion? Okay. Turning your back. Okay. Somebody turned their back. Said, I'm done with this. Like, I'm done with this. I'm done with you. You know how we get mad? You know, we be like that girl. We be like that girl. F you in your Craigslist couch and something. You know, y'all know what a song I'm talking about. But anyway, the lady said, F you, your dog, your mama, your the chair in the kitchen. Like, you know how you know how it is when you get upset. Just mad she called out the Craigslist couch. When she said the Craigslist couch, I said, now that's a low blow. We done talked about the man being broke, but you done brought up this man's hand-me-down couch. He might like that couch. You know what I'm saying? Leave the couch alone. What the couch got to do with any of this? But that's how you know it is when you mad. Boy, F you. Your three-legged cat, your one-eyed polar bear. I mean, you know how y'all be saying all kind of stuff like when y'all mad. Y'all know how y'all get. All right, now what's blocking this? Okay, we have unsocial. You need to get out and mingle with some new people. You can meet someone. Okay, so again, going back to the foundational song for today, he said, I'm just gonna chill by myself. I'm all alone. All right, so that's coming up here now. What I'm about to do is realign the cards so that we have a clear understanding of who person A is and who person B is, okay? Now, person A, I'm going to venture to say their ego is what stopped this from moving forward to begin with. I believe this person has been numbing and trying to cope the best way that they can, because now that things have started to crumble, they don't have nothing else to do. Okay. They're trying to manage their loneliness and their isolation and all of the different things the best way they possibly can. Okay. They're trying to do it the best way that they possibly can. I will say that this particular person is praying and hoping, as we know that they are, asking their guardian angels for help and looking for some reconciliation. Okay. They know that they need to fix this. I also wouldn't be surprised if they also had a recent job loss. Okay. Now, person B in all of this is enjoying you having this meltdown. Okay. They turned their back on this. They walked away from it. Now they're watching you deal with the things that you're dealing with. Okay. They possibly have been antisocial as well. you know how it is when you come out of a relationship. Some of y'all just run right back to the streets. Y'all be in the streets faster than a man that hit the lottery, want to win a lottery ticket. Y'all be back in the streets. Well, instead, this time, both of y'all kind of like pumped the brakes and just sat down somewhere. And as you should, okay? The difference is that I think person B has been testing the waters, okay? Thank you, Spirit. Person B has been on dating apps, okay? Person B has been on dating apps. And while they have been antisocial, they have been testing the waters with these dating apps. So this is where the sneaking around, the friends with benefits, you know, the Netflix and chilling is coming from. And this person is also the person who is being investigated, being researched and things like that. So this is definitely a very interesting time in this relationship, okay? Now, before we move forward, y'all, we got to figure out whose business we really finna get into. So if y'all ready to figure out whose business this is, I want you to put the drums in the chat, drums in the chat, drums in the chat. Because, baby, I want to know who is person A and what have you done? What have you been with? What have you been going through that all of a sudden you all alone and screaming in my ear? All right? If y'all ready to get into it, I want to see those drums, 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 because here we go. All right, y'all. Person A, Spirit, who is person A? Oh, that didn't take long time at all. So this is very interesting because I did a reading last night on this particular element group and something similar happened last night. Gemini, Libra, Aquarius, where are all my air signs? Gemini, Libra, Aquarius, where y'all at? You're coming in as the 7 of Swords, okay? Betrayal, deception, getting away with something, acting strategically, and trickery. Okay, did I not tell you that this person was out here playing games? Did I not? If you heard me say that, I want you to put the air in your ear in the chat, because I know I told you that this person was out here. They didn't believe that fat meat was greasy. And now that we are here, they over here like, oh, she was for real. Well, duh. Okay, duh. Now, person B, okay? Who is this Gemini, Libra, Aquarius over here dealing with? Who is person B? Let's see. Person B. Person B is a water sign, okay? Person B is the Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces. They are coming in as the 6 of Cups today. If you or your person is a Gemini, Libra, Aquarius, or a Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces, I want you to throw your elements and or your signs in the chat. This is for Sun, Moon, Venus, and Rising. This Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces is coming in as familiarity, happy memories, reminiscing, childhood memories, innocence, joy, and nostalgia. All right. Now, I'm going to give my official disclaimer. Okay. I'm going to give my official disclaimer. That is, I personally do not think that air and water signs go together. Okay. Air with water can cause a hurricane. Okay. Hot air with water can evaporate some stuff. Okay. It can get humid. It can be a lot of different things. All right. So if y'all ready to get into this reading, I want you to put whatever drink you drinking on. I don't care if it's water, soda, whatever it is that you are actually sipping on right now. Put that emoji down in the chat and let's go. Here we go. All right, y'all. So this is where the message meets the cards, okay? This is where we integrate, all right? What Spirit has said, what I have picked up on, and the cards, all right? So, here we go. Spirit, what is going on between this air and water sign? Air and water sign. What is going on between this air and water sign? Air and water. Siri, nobody is talking to you. Stop, Siri. All right, person A. Well, that was quick. Person A. Person A, you are coming in presently right now with the Justice card. Okay? Person A, you are really hoping your best. Person A, as I've already stated, I'm going to repeat it. The stuff has started to hit the fan. Okay? Gemini, Libra, Aquarius, you know good and doggone well that you were not fully, wholeheartedly committed to this relationship. Not only have you not been fully committed to this relationship, there was a lot of deceit, a lot of pretending, okay? What I'm picking up on is you had a very unique way of positioning and articulating a grandiose image for person B, okay? So the person A, this Gemini, Libra, Aquarius has a gift of gab, okay? They have a gift of gab. They had a way of wording things, the way of painting pictures, a way of conveying an idea that was very misleading. What I mean by that is they had a way of making this Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces feel like they were the one, that they were being progressive, that they were going to be serious, and that they were focused on this connection with this Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces. However, what they did not say, and of course you would not say, that they were still playing the field, okay? You may have been, Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces, you may have been their first choice, but they still had other folks that they would play with, okay? And when I say play with, I'm not necessarily saying, you know, it's sexually. They could have been a flirt. They could have had a work boo, you know, just very flirt. They have very flirtatious energy. Again, they have the gift of gab, okay? So they can tell you anything. They could basically, this person is so smooth with the words that they can sell water to a whale, okay? That's how good they are at what they do. But now that the dust has settled and the stuff has hit the fan, okay? They have made their bed and now they have to lie in it. And this is a hard pill for them to swallow because they have to reckon with the fact that this happened. This was the outcome. This was the consequences of your actions and your behavior. And what I am telling you is that they did not, okay, they did not want to admit to themselves at all that they were a part of the problem. Okay, they wanted to deflect and blame it all on you. But this was not a you problem, Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces, at all. You were present, you were intentional, you were interested, you were comfortable. This was all the bells and whistles. Okay? So now that this person is all alone, we don't feel sorry for them because they was out here playing games this whole time. So the question then becomes, Gemini, Libra, Aquarius, what did you expect to happen? What did you expect to happen? Now, let's move on to this Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces. What is going on? What's the present energy of this? Okay. Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces. You're coming in presently as the Knight of Cups. Okay. Somebody got Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces over here feeling real good. Remember, I mentioned to you that they are on dating apps right now. So they may be feeling very flirty, feeling very excited about the opportunity to meet and connect with other people. I will say there is a sense of a measuring taking place. There is a sense of this particular water sign kind of like matching up this Gemini, Libra, Aquarius, like comparing them to the other people that they meet, because it was something about this Gemini, Libra, Aquarius that had them like in a chokehold. Okay, like in a full-fledged chokehold, like, that's my man, my man, my man, my man. Okay. But then when you really got into the thick of it and you look at the behaviors and the patterns that were happening over and over and over again in this relationship between this Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces and this Gemini, Libra, Aquarius, it became kind of toxic.
Makes me like sick to my stomach.
And what made it even more just egregious is the fact that when you were having conversations that were meaningful with this Gemini, Libra, Aquarius to try to get on the same page, they were not trying to hear it at all. Okay? They were kind of like, yeah, okay, whatever. Kind of like dismissing and shooing you off. And what makes it so unfortunate is that this was a risk that was taken that compromised the foundation of this relationship indefinitely. Okay, there's only so much that a person can take. So now I'm going to ask the question, how does this Gemini, Libra, Aquarius really feel about the outcome? What has happened here? How does this air sign really feel about this breakup? They feel incomplete. Okay, they feel incomplete. That's why they walking around here singing, when I'm all alone, all alone. Yeah, you are. You are. Because the whole time that I was giving you my time, attention, affection, and all of that other stuff, you were just giving me lies.
Bunch of bullshit.
Okay, that's what it is. They sitting around here feeling stupid as stupid can get. And rightfully so. You know how hard it is to find somebody that you could connect with on every level? And then you over here fumbling it like you could just go to the store and buy another one.
What?
These are things that you just can't do to people and think it's going to be a positive outcome. How does this Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces really feel about their new dating life? Okay. Ooh, this is not good, y'all. This is not good. Y'all, please explain to me why this Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces feels like they stood around in this situation for way too long. They are mad at themselves that they didn't move around faster. Y'all, this Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio feels like they have wasted so much of their time, which is possibly why we have the turning your back card here and watching shit go down. I ain't gonna hold you. This Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces is being just a little bit petty right now. They are enjoying the payback. They're like, that's what you get. Okay? That's what they sitting over there like, that's what you get. Motherfucker. No. Y'all know how y'all get. Okay? Now, what is favorable about this connection? Okay? What are you getting out of this connection? Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. What is positive about what's happening with you right now? Ooh. Ooh. You got the Two of Pentacles. Child. Gemini, Libra, Aquarius is big mad at what they did. Okay? This Gemini, Libra, Aquarius is really over here in their feelings. They're angry and upset that they did not see this coming, that they didn't believe it. They are also upset about the fact that they couldn't make a decision in a reasonable amount of time. And let's be clear, they've been had time to make a decision.
Oh, my baby.
They just chose not to. Again, this goes back to the cause and effect. You played around with fire and now you got burned. Okay? You played around with fire and now you got burned. And now you sitting over here hoping, praying, and wishing that there's some type of reconciliation, some type of harmony and resolving of the issues and getting back together. I mean, if it were me, and I know this ain't about me, but I wouldn't look at you again either, the same. Now, Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. What do you feel like the lesson in this was? Because what I'm picking up is that you should have learned how to cherish the people that were in your life. You can't treat people like they're disposable. And I know we live in a microwave society where people do this often, but it was not helpful for you to do this. Now, what is consequential for this relationship? You thought you was winning, big player. You thought you was top stuff. Walking around here, acting like it's all good. Again, acting like there was nothing that was going to take this person away from you. Okay? Feeling like you had everything that you need. And another reason why, Gemini, Libra, Aquarius, you have felt like you didn't see this coming because this person kept singing your praises. They kept telling you. They tried to tell you, mofo. You just was not willing to listen. They kept trying to tell you that they were getting sick and tired of being sick and tired. They tried to communicate with you that they wanted something different, that they wanted something better, that they were tired of feeling like they were in this trapped, sunken space with you that was disallowing them the opportunity to not only grow, but to thrive. They were tired. And yet and still, here we are repeating the same cycle over and over again. And I have to ask you, Gemini, Libra, Aquarius, why can't you just do the right thing? Why do you get a rise out of playing games with people? I mean, why? You didn't know how serious this was until it was serious. And now we're here. Again, this is the cause and effect of your behavior, your ego. Thinking that nobody will ever walk away. You ain't gonna leave me. Huh. I'm the man on these streets. Okay, well, let me know how that work out with you. Now you're all alone. Okay? You at home praying, asking God to send this person back to you. But then when you had them, you would rather deal with the things that were easy than to deal with the things that were hard. And I hate to break it to you, but relationships are hard. Relationships are hard. Nothing about a relationship is easy. Nothing. The easiest thing that y'all gonna have is me. Okay? Now, what is Spirit trying to teach here? What is Spirit trying to get you to see with your big bubble head, Gemini, Libra, Aquarius? What is Spirit trying to teach you? What is Spirit trying to get you to see here? Spirit said you needed to be alone. With this Hermit card, you needed to be alone. You needed to go through these obstacles and these challenges so that you can be stripped down to the very bone and have to deal with your stuff. Spirit wanted you to see, Gemini, Libra, Aquarius, that again, when you are being entrusted with somebody, Spirit wants you to do the right thing with somebody. Spirit is not going to give you somebody's heart for you to play soccer with it. And you wondering why you lose it. You wondering why you're in this space that you're in. You're here because you were not focused. You were distracted, whether it be by work, whether it be other women, whether it be your hobbies. You were not focused. And at the end of the day, this person, this Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces left you because of your betrayal and your deception. They don't have no more tears to cry for you. They tired. Meanwhile, you over here crashing out. So the question then becomes, what have you learned, Gemini, Libra, Aquarius? I want you to think about that and write it down in the chat. What have you learned from this situation? Or are you still lying to yourself and saying that it wasn't you? You over here talking about it wasn't me. No, buddy, it was you. Sure was. Sure was. Now, I was asking, what do you need to do to heal? And this card came flying out. Okay, it's the 9 of Wands in reverse. Now, you may feel very vulnerable right now, Gemini, Libra, Aquarius, and rightfully so. You should. Things are raw for you right now.
Very careful.
However, what I want you to know is that you are going through the things that you are going through right now for a reason. Spirit is trying to get your attention. You cannot win if you ain't right within. If your heart is not pure, then why do you deserve a pure heart? If your heart is not open, why do you deserve an open heart? This relationship between you and this Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces was very karmic and very destructive. There was a lot of betrayal. There was a lot of deception. There was a lot of dishonesty. There was a lot of games being played. Over here sounding like DMX. How's it going down? But it wasn't until now where you had to sit down and be by yourself. Do you now realize that you can't do this to people? You can't do this to folk. You can't walk around acting like your poop don't stink. It does. It does. So now that you're feeling weak and vulnerable, what emotions have you been feeling, Gemini, Libra, Aquarius? And I'm even asking this question too to the Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces, because I'd like to know too, what emotions are you feeling now that the time has gone by? Now that you have been able to better understand your thoughts and your feelings, what is it that you're feeling? Think about that and write it down, because right now I'm just over here hearing this Gemini, Libra, Aquarius feeling real silly right now. What does this Gemini, Libra, Aquarius need to do? Okay, 3 cards almost fell over. So this is what you need to do. You got the Queen of Wands, okay? But because these 3 cards was trying to flip over, I'm going to read it. See, it's right here now. Wow, y'all ain't gonna believe this. Y'all not about to believe this. You got the King of Cups in reverse, followed by the Queen of Cups upright. This is a mouthful right here by itself. You had the perfect match. And you wanted to be the deceptive person and betray and play with the Queen of Cups. This is literally what I just said. You walking around here counting your ships, waiting for them to come in, not being truthful, not being honest, always having a backup plan, playing games. And then you had the Queen. Gave it all up for you, surrendered, came to the table with her heart open, with her mind clear, with her energy focused on how to be the woman for you, how to be your wife, how to be your life partner. And you met her with so much resistance that it was nothing but ongoing conflict here with this 5 of Swords in reverse. So what else were we supposed to do with this situation? You're not being authentic. You're not moving like a person who knows that they have power influence. You're not moving like a person that knows what they're doing. Instead, you over here playing Mickey Mouse games and wondering why it's always an argument. You understand that? Like how you over here in your feelings about the drama that you create. You did all of this. And now that this person has come and said enough is enough, now you want to have the heartbreak. Oh, Gina. You know, sir, where was that energy when I wanted you to be present?
Oh my God, my Shayla, my Shayla.
So what is this telling you, Gemini, Libra, Aquarius? You need to be bold. You need to be fierce. If you are sincerely apologetic for how you have treated this Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces, you need to go and apologize. You need to stop trying to save face. This is your chance to make this right. Because failure to take action now will result in this other person here that's creeping up on a timeline. They're going to get the opportunity to Slide on in. And you know why they gonna have the opportunity to slide in? Because her heart is prime. She's ready. But instead, you over here playing games like you don't understand the assignment that's on you right now. This, to me, represents a spiritual alignment and connection that you prevented from being able to move forward because of your games, your lies, and just your unwillingness to be ready. So now that your life has been disrupted, now you want to worry. Why are you worried now? Why now? Why now? But this is you. Remember, we talked about this. This is you. You need to put yourself in a position where you can remove internal obstacles and confront self-identity and intensity with intensity. That's you. You got to do it. Can't nobody do this for you but you. And at the bottom of the deck, we have the 5 of Swords in reverse. So yeah, this has been an internal conflict that you've been over here playing games with. Ain't nothing for you to play with. Gemini, Libra, Aquarius, what I'm going to do with you? If you know that you have been guilty of not taking this person serious, I just want you to put a black heart in the chat. You ain't even got to say nothing. Just put a black heart in the chat if you know that you weren't taking this person serious. Because I know that Spirit is calling you to grow up. Spirit is calling you to be a little bit more mature. And Spirit is calling you to fix this. This was divine destiny. This was a kismic encounter. If you really look back on how you even met this person, it was only by the grace of God that you met them. The day that you met them, how you met them. Otherwise, if y'all was 2 seconds off, it would have never happened. So we're here. We're here now. You got the person that you wanted. You got your boo. But then you don't even do the boo right. Let's dive deeper, y'all, because let's dive deeper. Here we go. All right, so as we dive deeper, y'all, okay, I will closely examine exactly what is going on here. What were the hidden motives? What are the unseen layers? What are the real aha moments? And I want to encourage you to pay attention because the clarifiers don't never miss. All right? So, the first question is, will this Gemini, Libra, Aquarius what is this Gemini, Libra, Aquarius going to do to fix this? That's what I want to know. What is this Gemini, Libra, Aquarius going to do to fix this? What are they going to do to fix this? Well, for one, we got the King of Pentacles in reverse. Okay. They want to fix this. They don't know how. It's not a lack of courage. They just don't know what to say. They don't know how to go about doing it. They feel like they know that they are so wrong that they can't just say anything. They have to come correct. Okay, they absolutely, positively, undeniably have to come correct. failure to do so will result in additional BS that don't nobody got time for. They are being called up out the sunken place to get themselves together. Now, I think that they are greatly disappointed in themselves. I think that they are afraid. I also believe that they are judging themselves and could be a little embarrassed, right? However, what we know to be true is that when you truly love someone, you will go for the people that you love. There is no doubting it. It's no doubt about it. Okay, it's no doubt about it. You got to fix this. Otherwise, you're going to allow this situation to go bad, and there won't be any way to come back to fix it. You about to lose. What else, Spirit? So we got the Magician in reverse. What I will tell you is, Gemini, Libra, Aquarius, as you think about how to fix this, do not try to gaslight, breadcrumb, love bomb, or any other negative thing that you can do to try to get this person to understand how serious you are. They cut you off for a reason. Don't go in there with your gift of gab trying to flip it like this was a them problem. Or don't go in there trying to act like you wanted this separation, because the truth is you did not. You did not. Don't go up in there pretending that this person had no clue of what you were doing. We all know. We all know. We all know. You was full of malarkey. You was on some real BS and didn't expect to get called out on your stuff. Which is also why you can't figure out how you're going to fix this with confidence and with ease. You don't know how to go about doing nothing. Just not nothing. What else? And you need to do this quickly. Okay, you need to do this fast. The more you sit around and let time go by, the more space and opportunity you are giving this Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces to find someone else. And I am stressing that when they find someone else, they will not be jerked around and played with. You know you had a real one on your hands. So, just like you can see, they can see. Okay? Now, I see your comment. I can't see. Pleasure Excursion Travel says he won't. His ego was too big. We already know that. We pulled the ego card. Okay? Hurt ego. Ego in the way of a relationship. You're going to count out your own blessings if you don't put your pride aside. What you afraid of? When you call, what you afraid of? I mean, you did it to yourself. What else, Spirit? Whoop. Listen, we got the Three of Cups. We got the Three of Cups here. Okay? Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. I'm going to say it again. Don't you wait until you have gotten the courage to go and talk to this Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces, knowing good and doggone well you still out here playing the games. Be honest, be truthful, and be sincere. Period. Sincerely apologize, come to the table correct with change, modified behavior. Be intentional and be consistent. Be committed, be dedicated, be resilient. You need to do everything that you need to do. Okay? You need to do everything that you can possibly do to make this right. But instead, you over here still playing games. Now, another thing that just came to me too. Don't go up here half-stepping, okay? Just because you in a hurry trying to beat the new person that's coming. Okay? You can't play these games with people. Don't get tricked about your seat. Come correct or don't come at all. You sitting around here worrying about it is not going to change it. You sitting over here trying to avoid it is not going to fix it. It's not going to heal it. You have to own what you've done. As I said that, y'all, look at what's at the bottom of the deck. The High Priestess. Yeah, Gemini, Libra, Aquarius, I would not be surprised right now if Spirit is whooping your tail right now. Your life is crumbling. It's out of control right now. You have broke down in every which way. It is almost reminding me of how things seemingly just all seems to go wrong at one time. And that is what is happening here. Your life is crumbling around you all at once. This is craziness. And that's another reason how and why you need to really think long and hard how you gonna fix this, because your life is in shambles right now, Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. Ain't nobody gonna want to be around you like this. How do you make yourself appealing and pleasing and palatable like this? Like, how do you do that? You going through all of these different things that you're going through in life, and I get it. This is not trying to belittle you or make you condemn you, make you feel bad or anything like that. I'm just stating the facts, right? Sometimes things fall apart so that you can have a checkmate moment, a self-check moment. And Spirit is calling you out. Spirit is calling you out. Tell me, why is it important for this Gemini, Libra, Aquarius to take action now? Why is it important that this Gemini, Libra, Aquarius take action now? We got the Ace of Swords, followed by the Two of Pentacles in reverse, and the High Priestess upright. Part of it is with you dealing with the things that you're going through right now, it feels like you just got an aha moment. But this really ain't an aha moment for you. This is spirit reiterating. I told you. I revealed to you. I showed you that this was the person that I have for you. And you knew it. And instead of you honoring and accessing that person's heart in the way that you were supposed to, you decided that you wanted to go and play games. It wasn't your idea. This is the plan that God had for you the whole time. Now, if he had to trick you to make you feel like it was your idea, it wasn't your idea. But I'm going to let you have it. I'm going to let you have it. What is it that this Gemini, Libra, Aquarius needs to see that they didn't want to believe? What did the Gemini, Libra, Aquarius need to see about this Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces that they did not want to believe? Two of Pentacles again, in reverse. The Page of Cups, and then the Star. I will say, Gemini, Libra, Aquarius, the first thing that you needed to see that you didn't want to believe was that your failure to offer this person a true, fair opportunity, not just in speech, but in deed, your lack of being able to open your heart and come to the table with some sincerity and maturity has resulted in this ultimate disappointment. Okay? That's what this is about. Spirit wanted you to see that you cannot play games with any and everybody and think that this is going to work in your favor. You're not going to get the woman of your dreams and then you could just fumble and just do whatever you want to do with it. That ain't how that works. That ain't how this works. You stress this Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces out. And now you're mad because they said enough is enough. But you also feel some type of way because they're rejoicing in your sorrows. It's not happening publicly, but they know you miserable, you emotional, breaking down and crying. This behavior is almost reflective of like a person who went through a divorce. Like this is hitting very hard. This person is also, this Gemini, Libra, Aquarius is also feeling like they lost their best friend. Very sad. How does this Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces feel? How does this Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces feel about this breakup? How do they feel about this breakup? Got the Page of Pentacles in reverse. We got the Seven of Pentacles in reverse. Then we got the Ace of Swords in reverse. This Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces is upset with themselves that they allowed this to go on long like this. They're upset because they didn't think that you would do this. Like, they didn't think that you would betray them in this way, Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. This water sign is also upset because they gave you everything that they can give. And you decided
wasn't good.
It wasn't good. Okay? You decided that this was just a mismatch. This Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces is very disappointed. They are very hurt. Why? I'm trying to think what's the right question I want to ask. Will the Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces get over it? Will this water sign get over the betrayal of this air sign? Yep, we got the Six of Wands. The Page of Wands in reverse. 3 more cards just fell out. You got the Death card in reverse, the Six of Swords upright, as well as the King of Wands in reverse. I do feel there will be some type of reconciliation. I don't think that that will be a quick endeavor. Okay. I don't think that it is going to happen right away. I feel like they are going to prolong this, let you sweat. They want to make sure that you've changed the way that you've articulated.
Apologize.
Remember, you, Gemini, Libra, Aquarius, you got the gift of gab. You could sell before they could really trust you again.
Very careful.
So, Gemini, Libra, Aquarius, I'm going to tell you that if and when, well, it's not if and when you get back with this person, it is very important that you are not out here playing games again with them. Don't leverage no third party trying to get them to move, because that's manipulation. See, what's going to end up happening here, Gemini, Libra, Aquarius, you're going to be so desperate that you're just going to up and do anything to get this person to pay you some attention. And you are going to put a nail in the coffin and put yourself in a position that they will never want to deal with you again.
The lies. There you go. Bitch.
The lies.
You understand that? So let's find out, how does this story end? Because we have a lot of conflict. We got a potential resolution, but what's the final outcome? Here we go. So as we examine the final outcome, I say final because I can't predict free will, okay? I can tell you what the energy suggests. I cannot tell you emphatically what somebody is going to do, okay? But if you can see now clearly what is happening here? I want you to put down in the chat, I can see it now. All right. Now, as we start to shift to potential outcome, I want you to be very, very mindful. The spirit has shown us clarity, chaos, and choices. Okay. Spirit can light up the path, but it's up to you to walk it. Okay. And this is where your free will comes into play. Remember, you always have authority to co-create whatever chapter you are in. All right. So with that, here we go. Tracy said, child, you are nailing it. Spirit, what is the potential final outcome? I can't. Y'all gonna bump heads for a while. All right. Now, why can't I shuffle my cards? All right, Spirit. I'm not talking to you, Siri. Spirit. What is the potential final outcome between this Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces, and this Gemini, Libra, Aquarius? What is the potential final outcome here? Will this Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces take back this person and it be successful? Will they have a successful reconciliation? We got the Three of Cups. That's a positive sign. Okay, we got the Three of Cups. Yes. Ooh, y'all gonna be back like it ain't, like nothing ever happened. Okay. We also got the Sun card in reverse. All right. So this tells me that, yes, even though there is a reconciliation, there's going to be a lot of hard work that needs to go into this. Again, as I previously stated, Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces cannot trust you for nothing right now. Okay. For nothing right now. So while they may resume and pick up the pieces where you left off, they are still grappling with what led up to this. This Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces has to work on their own heart space. Okay. This is very stressful to them because it's like they're around you. They see you. They still don't trust you. We also got the Seven of Pentacles in reverse. Okay. So things may feel very stagnant initially with you and this Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces, but trust that they are working through their issues. Okay. They're working through it, but it's not going to be quick. Okay. It took you all this time to break their heart. It's going to take all that time to fix their heart. Right. Then we also have the Four of Cups in reverse. Okay. So what I'm saying to you is, as you go through this reconciliation period with this Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces, Gemini, Libra, Aquarius, do not take this person for granted. Do not be out here acting like you don't care, acting like you over it. No, you need to put forth every bit of your intention. Be consistent, be dedicated and committed. If you say you're going to pick them up at 5 o'clock, you better be there at 4:50 waiting on them. And don't complain that you had to wait an extra 10 minutes for them to come out. Okay. If you commit to taking them out on a date, then you need to take them out on a date. If you are saying that you want to start a book club with them, start the book club with them. You understand what I'm saying? Don't put anything out there that you're not willing to act upon. Lance says, takes years to build trust, only seconds to destroy it. Absolutely. Absolutely. And that is what's happening here. And at the bottom of the deck, we have the Eight of Wands in reverse. So that corroborates that long suffering that you're about to go through. You did this to yourself, Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. How you gonna get mad? How you gonna get mad because I don't feel like dealing with this bullshit? Okay? You can't pull wool over their eyes no more. They see you.
I see you. We good. Okay. We good. I see you. We see each other. We see each other. We good.
Now, I want to know a couple of things. Actions do speak louder than words, Lance. You ain't lied about that. All right. So what is the naked truth? Tracy say, amen. Tell him, Mimi. Yeah. I mean, you can't. Listen, you know how we always say it, but this is so true. You better skit or get off the pot. Okay? Nobody's playing games with you anymore. Skit or get off the pot. It's that simple. Spirit, what are some true feelings that this Gemini, Libra, Aquarius has towards this Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces? Things they may not know. Siri, I'm not talking to you. I'm learning how to love myself thanks to you. Okay? So they're giving you some credit. Okay? They're giving you some credit. They are actually learning how to love themselves. Okay? What else is something that this Gemini, Libra, Aquarius... Siri, stop. What else does this Gemini, Libra, Aquarius think about this Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces? I'm at a crossroads. Should I fight for this or move on? Siri, stop. Sorry, y'all. I'm at a crossroads. Should I fight for this or move on? Relationships are a lot of work. Being single is easier. Didn't I tell y'all that they are kind of vacillating back and forth whether or not they want to try to come for this? Trying to decide whether or not this is what it needs to be? But you're incomplete. You over here crying yourself to sleep at night. Spirit, what thoughts and feelings does this Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces have regarding this Gemini, Libra, Aquarius? You are the closest person to me, okay? You are the most precious person in my life. So what does that tell me? That tells me that there's still an openness and a willingness here, even though there is some betrayal. Remember, this was divinely orchestrated. Okay? Remember, it was divinely orchestrated. Tracy said he definitely gonna be miserable. I mean, girl, I know. I know. Let's see what else. Angels, what messages do you have for this Gemini, Libra, Aquarius who is missing this Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces? Wedding. Okay, this situation involves marriage. All right, I wouldn't be surprised with this card, this Three of Cups coming out here, and this wedding card. I definitely think there's going to be some type of long-term situation that comes out of this. I also say that because when I looked at something else, the cards came out that way. So I definitely think that there is potential for marriage here. Again, it's sacred. This was divinely orchestrated. All right. That's why the healing is here too. Romeo and Juliet. What words of advice do you have for this Gemini, Libra, Aquarius missing this Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces? What words do you have for them? Appointment. Y'all, it's right here again. Engagement, marriage, proposal. Okay? Y'all, it's here. I know don't nobody want to believe it, but it's happening. All right, it's happening. Spirit, give me the true confession of this Gemini, Libra, Aquarius when it comes to this Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces. Give me the true confession of this Gemini, Libra, Aquarius dealing with this Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces. Y'all, listen, baby, I cannot make it up. Do y'all hear me? New beginnings. I have realized that I was missing what I was missing in my life, and that is you. The new love has given me a fresh perspective and changed who I am. There is no going back, only going forward. When I met you after that, I've never looked back. I want a fresh new start with you. So y'all see that? The last 3 cards that came out is about a wedding. Y'all getting married. Child. Ooh, child. Y'all getting married. Look at you over there blushing and blowing it off.
Really? What time was you supposed to be here? I'm only like 5 minutes past. 5 minutes is a little bit too late, honey. I got somewhere to be. I got an appointment.
Look at y'all over here getting married and stuff. Everything just working out for you and stuff. Look at this. All right, Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. That's all that I have for you. So I will tell you, you know what to do. So what surprised you the most today? I want you to think about that and write that down in the chat. And I want to know when you planning on getting up off your couch and going to talk to this Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces and be for real. So get your life together, because you can't be popping up over there and then acting like you don't know what's going on. All right? You can't do that. That ain't gonna work. All right? That is not gonna work. All right, y'all. So I want to say thank you so much for rocking out with me. It is me, your girl, Mimi Lightseer with Pisces Tarot. And thank you so much for tuning in to today's relationship reality. I know that that was emotional. That was a journey. That was a story of trials, tribulations, and redemption. Okay. But it ends well. And all is well that ends well, right? So with that being said, I want to thank you so much for joining. Make sure you subscribe to my YouTube channel at Mimi Lightseer. Turn on those notifications because you would never know when I'm going to pop up. I'm trying to get better about planning my lives, but in the event that something comes up, I want you to know that I am here, okay? And y'all know I be up in the middle of the night doing these readings too. So put on your notifications. Now, I want to thank you so much. So much. If something hit deep, go ahead and put a heart in the chat and let me know what resonated most with you. Okay. But before you go, make sure you subscribe. Okay. Lastly, everyone is fighting a battle that you cannot see. So don't forget to be kind, patient, and gentle with others as much as you are yourself. How people treat you is not your business, but how you respond is. Make sure that you leave a little bit of love everywhere you go, and I will see you next time. Bye. Peace.